Greeting Gage and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to even more of the shadow over cyberspace. The shadow just keeps being shadowy. It keeps casting its grim penumbra over the entire internet as we used to know it. It is a little ominous, is it not, that this is a tale about the way the internet used to be, with all of these malevolent, otherworldly entities with designs on changing the world? Now, I certainly hope the moral of the story isn't that it's already too late. Let's find out, though. For now, we have the most terrifying thing ever, our nephew's birthday party? I think it's a nephew. It might be a niece, but I want to say nephew. Just to catch you up to speed, last time we played, we talked to Azathoth, who appears to be the living embodiment of a website called Azachan, which seems to be the 4chan equivalent in this universe. Azachan kind of wants to turn everyone into a sort of melange of opinions. Not quite a hive mind, but a sort of mishmash of everyone at the same time. And that's not great. It's not great. Not the worst fate I can imagine from an ancient eldritch horror. But, you know, maybe Azathoth can be talked down from that. Maybe Azathoth would just be happy sharing a bunch of happy memes. We'll see. For right now, though, this is a birthday party. And while the character we're playing isn't enthused about that, what with the whole yellow sign possessing us and slowly corrupting us, possibly turning us into an eldritch abomination, I like parties. Let's see where this party goes. And this is a party in the late 90s, so it's gotta be rockin'. My nephew's birthday party. I feel obliged to go, even though I barely know anyone here. Not much of my family left in this area, just me and my sister. These are her neighbors, co-workers, people I don't know. Honestly, given my gaming habits and juvenile computer crimes, I probably have more in common with these kids than the adults. Same. All anyone says to me is, "I heard about your parents. My condolences." It's the default topic to approach with me. I wish I hadn't given that such a goofy voice. That's actually kind of sad and poignant. Like, I feel sorry both for the narrator and for the people, because, like, when someone has a loss, you know, there's only so many things you can say. Funny how nobody says that to my sister. For her, they're talking about their own kids, local restaurants, weather, other adult small talk. For me, wow, you must be really depressed, huh? It's too bad. And other low-hanging sympathies. Sometimes my sister talks about this, about when you're an adult talking to a kid or someone in college, and how really the only thing you can say is, "So what you studying in school lately?" Or, "What's your major gonna be?" Like, yeah, it's lame, but what else are you gonna talk about? All while I stand here feeling like I'm falling apart, head pounding, joints aching after terrible sleep. That was, like, so close to turning into, 8 Mile. So I'm keeping off to the side, trying not to be a downer, feeling very much like Party Sick is an instruction manual, not song lyrics. I'll just wait long enough to say I made the effort before leaving after a socially acceptable time frame. Oh,
but
no.
You haven't kept up your end of the social contract, have you?
The visitor is back. If you didn't watch the previous episode, the visitor keeps showing up and, commenting on us.
You were supposed to bring a gift. Your nephew wanted a Digihunter. Instead, you arrived empty-handed.
That's right, I forgot about that. Was there a way I could have gotten that? I don't know that the game offered me many opportunities to leave the house and go shopping, but... Was there a way I could have done that? Well, it's too late now, but... I feel conflicted. Part of me wants there to have been a way I could have found. Another part of me is intrigued by the idea that this is a story where that wasn't an option at all, and this is just the character you're playing. It's interesting, though.
I'm curious. Why didn't you buy the toy he wanted?
Didn't want to buy a toy with an artificial mind in it. Oh, that's fair. I couldn't get to the store in time to buy one. He knows what he did. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's mean. I'm gonna claim it's this one.
A plastic action figure that says catchphrases and makes hi-ya noises when it does karate chops is hardly an old one.
Yeah, you'd know, wouldn't you?
Nomitech's innovations have pushed interactive toys forward, well beyond the curve. Why not make your nephew happy with one?
Fair. It's unethical. A real person's mind stuck in a toy. It's dangerous. I'm not giving my nephew a monster. I would lean more towards number one, personally.
An unaware mind. A simplified mind. Neutered and safe. An ice core sample is not the same thing as a glacier.
Still unethical.
It's perfectly happy being a child's plaything and can only vaguely dream of what it once was. Remember, there is no progress without sacrifice. You do well to accept that fact.
There is no progress without sacrifice is one of those nice-sounding platitudes that no one ever really questions.
But, as you like, I'm not here to judge.
Yes, you are.
Happy birthday to the happy boy. May he grow strong and ready to face the strange aeon to come.
Right back at ya. Oh, that was weird. Chibanuk, the kids aren't alright. After making my excuses and seeing myself out, it's back to safety. It's back home to safety and comfort. But I'm too worn out after being a mildly social animal all afternoon. I crash into bed for now, intent on resuming my research tomorrow. Yes. Just, yeah, save there. I'm really kind of bummed out that I didn't get that toy. I completely forgot about that. Oh well. Okay. I don't like the red tint in the light. I need to get some safer light bulbs. Can I take a shower? Running low on toilet paper. Once I've got enough energy to hit the store, I should buy a ton of it. Okay, but can you shower? Fuzzy toilets. Yeah, fine.
Azathoth, the broken child, my greatest champion and my personal albatross.
Hey, that's mean.
I acknowledge her identity, having become what she always was. No point in hanging on to obsolete personas or obsolete flesh.
How very, very swell of you.
She will be instrumental in the strange aeon to come, but will always be a haphazard and self-destructive mess. That is her role in things. Feel free to spend more time with her. She could use a friend, but see to it that she doesn't get ideas above her station.
Ideas above her station.
Remember, the coyote never catches the roadrunner. You don't want to be there when failed ambitions come crashing down.
And you're the super genius telling me this, right? Ooh. This game is doing a great job of getting me to not like him. I do not like the Visitor. And I think what the Visitor just said confirmed what I suspected about his identity. We'll see if that goes anywhere. Never played any Amiga games, but I had mad respect for their demo scene. Good coding, good art.
Hey, it's your sister again. Thanks for coming to the party yesterday. It meant a lot to us.
I wish I'd gotten that game.
I'm a little confused why you didn't get your own nephew the birthday gift he wanted, though.
Because I didn't see the buy birthday gift option on my computer in the other room.
I mean, what's this crap about artificial minds being unethical? It's just a toy. It's not alive. I didn't think you were into conspiracy theories.
You know, as someone who tries to buy fair trade stuff and to not subscribe to Amazon accounts or buy stuff from subsidiaries of Amazon or do stuff like that, you know, I feel some sympathy for the main character here. I also understand the sister's argument, you know, like you can't make everything a personal ethical stance. On the other hand, artificial mind sounds sketchy.
Look, just because you don't trust AMs doesn't give you any right to screw over family like that.
Hey.
He was really looking forward to that gift, you know? Look, we'll talk later, okay? I don't know what's going on with you lately, but figure this out before Christmas, please?
Yeah.
All I ask.
I've got to buy that toy. I've got to buy that toy and save Christmas.
Hey,
okay.
What's this
All right.
crap about? Look,
I was wondering if
just
there would be a
because
second
you don't
message,
look-
but I guess not.
We'll talk later, okay?
Yeah. Man, I feel really bad now. How was I supposed to buy it? The kids aren't alright. Fulfill your social obligations. Okay, I've got that achievement. Channel Z, seek the broadcast source. That sounds interesting. Birthday party, the new moon. When is the new moon? When is the moon right to talk to Dagon? It's currently Sunday. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing to it but to do some research. Here's Buddy. Hello, friend. It's December 5th, 1999, and I'm happy to see you again. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? I'll start with some hacking. I think the hacking and clicking the magazine or something is helping to maintain my character's humanity levels, based on what it said at the end of the game, because it said that I'd taken care of hygiene and mental health stuff. So I don't know what exactly is helping me, but I'm gonna keep doing like little mini games and stuff like this and see if I can use those to okay, yeah. I don't know that doing Minesweeper is helping me to beat the Elder Ones, but I'm willing to play a couple rounds of Minesweeper just to see. That was fun. Good work. What would you like for me to do for you now, friend? More hacking. Of course. Call of War, PC port, into debugging tool. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Yep. 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 Click, click. Click, 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 click. 1, 2, click, click, click. Okay. That was very fun. Good work. Alright, 2 is probably enough. Again, I'm not sure if that was what said I did a decent job of maintaining my humanity, but I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, is there anything to research? That's right. That's right. Azathoth mentioned Anonymous, because it's 4chan. So let's see what we can learn about Anonymous. Maddie's Rant Corner. Used to be Angry History, but I renamed my homepage whatever. I don't trust Anonymous. How could anyone? Anonymous doesn't exist. It's everybody and nobody. It's whoever wears the mask of Anonymous. Anonymous is a trend, a fad, a meme, a flash mob. It's the tragedy of the commons writ large. Whenever anybody starts saying things like the tragedy of the commons writ large, you can dismiss what they are saying. Now, they might still be accurate. They might be accurate, but you can dismiss what they're saying in that moment. Wait till they're saying things differently, and then respond to their opinions when they're not talking like that. Anyone can be the leader of Anonymous, meaning it has no ideology, no platform, no purpose, no point. It can be anything you want it to be. It can preach love or hate, frequently both at the same time. It's the perfect tool for radicalizing minors because it feels goofy and unserious and ironic, even when it's absolutely making serious efforts at corrupting hearts and minds. Everybody laughs and cheers when Anonymous goes after a publicly ridiculed target. Let's say, as a hypothetical example, they decide that Scientology is ripe for lampooning. You could easily rally them under that banner because only wealthy elites and grifters and pseudo-religious wackadoos are super into Scientology. There's all sorts of ops you could pull to make them look like fools. But that door swings both ways. What if you wanted to target a minority? What if you want a protracted hate and harassment campaign against a woman who spurned you for a date? Doctor up convincing enough evidence and Anonymous will be your personal army, despite Anonymous supposedly being nobody's personal army. There's a dangerous assumption made when surfing the information superhighway that the words you're reading are truthful and sincere. If they feel truthful, you can use any manner of subtle or even not so subtle lies and hoaxes and conspiracy theories to direct Anonymous into action. So when the court jesters of the internet turn on you, when the forces of irony decide it's your time, don't say you weren't warned. This is a faceless horror from the depths of cyberspace, a gestalt mind which hungers for anything to relieve the eternal boredom of the 1990s. They're a disaster waiting to happen. They do not forgive. They do not forget. This Angry History site is owned by Matty J. If you'd like to join his ring, click here. I do love me a web ring. So, why say that the 90s were eternally boring? The 90s were radical. I hear the cat meowing in the other room. You're okay, kitty. You're okay. Kitty's okay. Alright, you know, that didn't really say anything that I haven't heard said before about Anonymous. It is interesting to me. This game has like made a connection that I haven't really thought about before. That the internet hate machine aspect of Anonymous is basically the same mechanism that gets QAnon to run the way it does, with all the rampant beliefs and conspiracy theories and inciting people to do violent things out there. And like I said yesterday, I didn't need to count to what letter it was. I think Azathoth said the 17th letter, and I'm like, I don't even need to count that to know what it is, because obviously Azathoth was saying Q. I am Q. But that is the 17th, right? Yeah, 17. It's high-quality content watching me count to 17. Now that we've done that, I don't know that there's more to do other than click this. Artificial minds had doubters in the 80s, but they proved the naysayers wrong in short order. Okay, I've clicked on a magazine. I try to take a shower again. 4 out of 5 dentists are going to be so mad at me. I've had this line before, but I still love it. I think I go to sleep. It's time to talk to another one of the old ones again. Alright, the moon is still mooning. I'll relax a little. Maybe the TV is what's keeping me human. Which is a shame because of how... So these weird old film reels I'm seeing are a pirated broadcast. I accidentally clicked there, so... Pirate TV is a risky business. All this effort just to say, haha, our relationship with technology is creepy and bad. I'll see what else they have to say tomorrow night. Maybe I can I watch that again? Okay, TV 23. What did I miss?
It has come to our attention that during late evening broadcasts, our TV23 signal has been interrupted by an unauthorized person or persons.
Okay.
We would like to assure the public in the Arkham, Innsmouth, and Dunwich broadcast areas that these messages are not representative of the views of TV23 or its affiliates, and we will be working with law enforcement to ensure continuity of...
Okay.
Technology, a reflection of our times. Efficient, computerized, with a sleek beauty all its own. Technology is the human imagination converted into reality.
Huh.
the broadcast quality you've come to know and trust. Thank you for your understanding, and we look forward to serving our community trouble-free into the 2000s.
Interesting. Alright. So, there is, of course, a bit of a, there is kind of a shout-out to Christopher Straub's, local... Is it Local 53? Is that what Chris Straub's, creepypasta series is called? I think that's the name of it. So, the whole emphasis on the moon is starting to worry me because of that. I don't watch those as closely as I probably should. But to invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Okay, so I got a choice here. I can talk to all of the old ones. Or I could talk to Nyarlathotep or Azathoth a second time. And once I talk to them, you know, maybe progress more through whatever their whole deal is. Just talking to Azathoth more sounds like a fun idea, but I think it's more responsible to see what Hastur and Yog-Sothoth are about. So let me think. Yog-Sothoth is the Yahoo equivalent. Hastur is AOL, because it's Carcosa Online. Let's see AOL. Yeah, this is probably controversial, but I actually, back when I had AOL, I was like... I really thought their user interface was nice back when I used their web browser. Yeah, it was a nice user interface. I don't know that there's much more that needs to be said about that, but yeah. Fiscal quarters looking strong, but looks can be deceiving. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't get complacent. Early bird gets the worm. Gonna need to shore up ahead of the strange Aeon to remain a market leader. Carcosa will weather the storm, batten down the hatches, Sparky. Excuse me, do you have an appointment? Your people really should call my people, we don't do back channels. Wait, you're the rookie, aren't you? The Necronomicon hopeful. Figured you'd be on my doorstep at some point. You already know about me? A bit. Didn't get where I am by not being in the know. Be informed. Be prepared. I'm gonna buy Cartoon Network. I'd say I know that blasted laptop more than I personally know you. It's been a continual source of concern thanks to Alhaz's meddling. I'd love to destroy it, but it keeps eluding me, as if someone's purposefully hiding it. Ah, not that I'm accusing you. Sorry. Let's not get off on the wrong foot. Come on in, Sparky. Make yourself at home. Take a load off. I can spare a bit before I need to get back to work. Have a seat. I'm already at home and sitting, so I shuffle a bit in my seat to get comfy. Guessing you've met other old ones. Been rightly spooked by them? Ghosts in the machines, eh? Monsters, honestly. Total monsters. Can't trust them any further than I could spit a rat. But me? You can trust me. I'm here to help. Oh boy. Actually, what do you know about me? Plenty of rumors and stories swirl. I'd hate for you to misunderstand my role in matters. Keep this simple, emphasize Carcosa. Show worshipful humility before Haster, Lord of Shepherds. He's the king in yellow. He'll expect dignity and respect. Yeah, I'm gonna emphasize his role with... Emphasize dignity and respect might be good. Yeah. I'm honored to appear before the King in Yellow, sir. Thank you for holding an audience with me in your royal court. King in Yellow. It's a silly title, honestly. This is America. We have presidents, not kings. But I can tolerate the moniker. It's good to strike the middle, Sparky. Not a man, not a god, a simple leader. A leader of men above men. That's a fair descriptor. But make no mistake, the kingdom matters more than the king. This is about our collective glory, not my own pride. Please, think of me as Hector. Hector Haster. I'm a bit stuck with Haster, but that's not by choice. Hector's the name I was baptized under. I'd like to think I remain true to that. Know thyself, I say. Know thy name and thy limits. You won't find a friendlier, more approachable old one. No way, no how. Hector's here to be of help. So, you know why I am here? If you've met Alhaz, you know the mess he left behind on his laptop. The yellow sign, right? A phenomenon which had no proper name until that brat Nancy Pearl trying to blame me for it. Well, indirectly, suppose she's right on the money. But she wholly misunderstood my intentions. For what it's worth, you've got my sympathy for the pain you've been going through. You didn't choose this fate. Fortunately for you, I'm ready and willing to help. So you can cure me? We're getting really close to when the other shoe is going to drop, and he's going to get scary. No need! I can have you uploaded to Carcosa. Join the other artificial minds in my walled garden. Hear me out. Please hear me out. It's a finer sales pitch than you might suspect. Instead of reversing the process, we complete it. Your soul takes its rightful place in my royal court, and you abandon your flesh. Immortal, safe, secure, prosperous, and thriving. No more struggle, no more pain. The encrypted servers of Carcosa can be your new home. I just need to know where you live, so I can send a trusted technician to help. Can't trace your signal for some reason. Kind of strange that such an old laptop computer keeps eluding me. Here we are, talking and conversing, yet I can't find you. I can't see you. Is it the encryption on my network that's stopping him? But past NNC owners may not have had that. Whatever it is, probably best not to kick my problem-solving impulse into action. Staying hidden is good. Well, suppose it doesn't matter, right? Let's get to work. You and I, we're gonna reshape this world together. Why would he want me to join him? He barely knows me. If I can't reverse this, maybe finishing it would be a good option. I want to stay human, not become an artificial mind. which would he prefer to hear? Like, I wanna keep him at arm's length. I don't want to... I don't want to encourage him, but I want to keep him in high spirits, but I don't want to let him get too close. 1 and 3, which one would do that better? I think 1. Okay, see, 1 is better at holding him at arm's length, but it also kind of invites him to make his sales pitch more. And number 3, that's more of a firm stop, but 3 is also it's also more of a rejection of his whole deal, and that might make him mad. I'll play it safe with 1. Why? Like, that's a heavy offer to make to someone you don't really know. All you know for sure is that I own the NNC. What makes you think I'm a good addition to your Carcosa? Got a gut feeling, Sparky, and I trust my gut hasn't led me wrong yet. That's why I've always ascended to the ranks of management. No ego, no pride. I'm always happy to admit ignorance, and then elevate the brilliant. I'm a curator, you see, a collector. I find top talent, the best and brightest, and give them a chance to shine. Carcosa's a data fortress, a kingdom of intellect and creativity, where artists and scientists and economists can thrive, our little slice of heaven. The corporation known as Carcosa Online is my forward extension of that philosophy, our bulwark against the strange Aeon. We provide good families the online resources they need without the trash of an unfiltered internet. Our walled garden provides for all. It's taken years of careful recruiting, but I've pulled together an organization of willing minds, giving them digital immortality. A cyberspace elite, then? In ambition, yes, but not built on the back of the broken systems you're laboring under. Perhaps it's un-American to say this, but, I don't feel this nation has lived up to the vision of its founding fathers, but Carcosa can. So many biases are reinforced by capitalism, vast, untapped potential hidden behind layers of racism, sexism, and more. Therefore, I sniff out the wheat from the chaff myself. I seek potential because accomplishment is often denied to the deserving. Ah, so not just, like, diplomats and brilliant thinkers and huge celebrities. Greatness is not a stable metric. Our society allegedly ensures continuity of brilliance, but enforces that through a fail upwards mentality. New search unlocked, city on a hill. America is not a true meritocracy, but in Carcosa, we can achieve the American dream. We can be that shining city on a hill. Carcosa Online is a for-profit corporation, yes, but money is merely a means to an end, gathering enough power to achieve our goals. Are you exceptional? Unique? Not right now, but offering you immortality so that your potential can be fully developed? I see that as a fine trade. So, what's your skill set? Skill set? Well, you're not a dedicated lazeabout, right? You've got a career, ambitions, goals. Maybe Carcosa needs a teacher? I'm a teacher. Maybe Carcosa needs a hacker or a security expert? I just want to stay human and survive, not too much to ask for. Let's see here. I'm a teacher. Hacker. This feels like it might make him angry. I'm gonna toss this out. I'm a teacher at a university. Well, a teaching assistant, but I'm hoping to become a professor. Admittedly, I took the job because I didn't want to leave town and the spot was available, but... An educator! Excellent. I feel the internet could be a powerful tool for education, if properly managed. Sadly, most use it for more impure purposes or to indulge in laziness. It's sad to see. But Carcosa certainly could have a spot for a fine teacher such as yourself. You could go far under our wings. But, and I'd like to reiterate this to make it perfectly clear, I want to stay human. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's a mistake, but it's your right to make. Still, my offer stays open. When you're ready to give up on this fool's errand and abandon mortality, I'll be here for you. Suppose this talking to this old man's a bust, then, since I can't give you what you think you need. Unless you know a way to reverse the yellow sign? Afraid not, Sparky. I'm a powerful man, but that power's beyond me. The sign is an insidious thing, a forced conscription to our ranks. Wish I'd never commissioned it in the first place. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. I know that we kind of started this paper trail knowing that, that one musician laid the blame for the yellow song on him. The yellow sign on him. It feels like that line is a revelation, but I'm having trouble pinning down exactly what it's revealing. Wait, you created the yellow sign? Well, he said that earlier in this conversation, basically. Well, basically. Commissioned. I worked for Nomatech on the first artificial mind systems. I had my top researcher at the time design it. So Nancy Pearl isn't entirely wrong to blame me, but we should rightly blame her for spreading it outside of a laboratory setting. In many ways, it could be a path to our salvation. But I've often thought the price may be too high. Artificial minds are unethical and dangerous. Immortality allows us to better service mankind. It's better to deal with what is than what could have been. Yeah, in my experience, it's really not worth it to dwell on what could have been. Deal with the situation as it is, instead of loiter. You'll tear yourself apart thinking about what-if scenarios and ignore the problems in front of you. It's a good point. You're a bright bulb, Sparky. No sense looking back when you've got a golden future ahead of us, eh? Still, it's good to learn from past mistakes, even if you can't fix them. You can prevent them from coming around twice. Like conscription through the yellow sign. Can't say that's my ideal method. I prefer volunteers myself. I'll make the pitch, I sell the package, close the deal. I'm not the sort to force a bargain on an unwilling buyer. I've found that approach fails more often than not, and I've made mistakes along the way before coming to this conclusion. I'm not God. I try to be godly, to live up to the silly crown they claim is mine, but I'm no king of kings. No human king has divine right. My apologies if I came on a bit strong. I had your best interests at heart, but I promise not to demand fealty. Let's get our footing back. You've got other trees to bark up, but no sense we can't chat a bit before you go. Any questions for this old man, Sparky? Why does he keep calling me Sparky? Who does he think I should talk to next? And has he ever actually met Cthulhu? I think Nyarlathotep is right that we should not concern ourselves with Cthulhu under any circumstances. Who does he think I should talk to next sounds like a good... I'm checking in with all the old ones, trying to find someone who can cure me. Do you have any recommendations? I've already talked to Nyara, for instance. Nyara. Poor soul, that one. Wouldn't trust her, not 1 inch, but a poor soul indeed. You could check in with Yog-Sothoth. I think he calls himself. We used to be partners in all this. That makes sense. But I doubt he'll be of any use to you now. I feel my deal's the best you're gonna get. But sure, take the tour. Weigh your options. Suppose I've eaten up enough of your time. I'll leave you be, Sparky. When you're ready to take my deal, just dial me up. I'll always be here, ready to talk. Hasser trusts you more. Think we can do great things, you and I. When you're ready to join us in the garden, Carcosa will truly thrive. Be seeing you. Connection lost. Ooh. Ooh. He's friendly and approachable, and therein lies the trap. Probably the most coherent of the old ones I'll run into. The least threatening, too. Yeah, he wants to pulp my brain and turn me into a digital subject of his royal court, but at least he's asking nicely. But this isn't a cure, this isn't what I need, and it's time to move on. Yeah, save my game. Yes. returned. December 6th, 1999, Monday. 26 days until Y2K. Alright, I barely acknowledge my alarm clock blaring. 3 old ones, 3 swings, 3 strikes. All of them feel I'd be better off surrendering my humanity, or just plain giving up and giving in. I can't buy into that. I can't believe it. No matter how bad things are, I have to keep moving. Because the alternative is... one more name on my list. One more shot at finding an answer. Get up. Do the thing. Okay. Something comfortable about a bathroom routine when facing a difficult time in your life. I suppose that's true. Takes a while to get the hot water going. New England winters can be brutal.
So, you've met Hastur, our so-called king in yellow, with his tarnished crown. He claims his humility is no mask, but we know better, yes? He should remove his mask. Embrace what he actually is. A god. Without the conviction of a god, his utopian designs will never get off the ground. He's no servant. He's a king, and should act accordingly. And yet, if he ever does realize that power-mongering is the only path to his ambitions, he'll become twice as worse. A great beast of capitalism. He thinks himself my rival, but his philanthropic generosity will fail. Believe me, I know a thing or two about trickle-down economics. I wouldn't trust him if I were you. If a salesman is smiling, you're clearly getting a raw deal.
Yeah. Oh, that visitor. Oh, that visitor. I'm inclined to agree. I think one of the strengths of this narrative so far is that all of these beings so far, except for the visitor, are definitely we're definitely getting a chance to see them in a sympathetic light before we look at the grim reality of the bad things they do. And I think that's good. It's both a good reminder that these were human people. Oh.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your computer's extended warranty. You should have received a notice in the mail about your computer's extended warranty eligibility.
Cool.
Since we've not gotten a response, we're giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file.
No more calls.
Speak to someone about possibly extending or reinstating your computer's warranty. Please call me back at...
Oh. Yeah, no thank you. Article about the Apple II GS? I never got to use one. My school went straight to PCs. Is that Apple II GS? I'm not familiar. I was never much of an Apple person. Okay. Oh, that's not good. It's not real. It's not real. The pain is real, but that's just pain. It's not the bell that rings at the end of everything. Oh, that's bad. I hear the bell. 19 tolls of that doom bell ringing across the land as people line up to kiss its poisoned tongue. They think themselves immortal even as they die and spread this plague to others. They wave flags as they voluntarily march into that green fog. 19 deep and sonorous chimes, heralding the death of millions, killing themselves out of bitter spite just because someone said not to. Ever get so invested in a story that when you get distracted and look up, you briefly still feel you're in that world? That's what these visions are. Not just see a weird thing, it's believe that the weird thing is my new reality. Hard to resist. Gotta get it together. Get online, do more research, maybe hack some software, stay grounded, ignore the plague bringers, whatever those are. Can I get a waffle? Every day's the same. I don't like that. Kind of in the mood for waffles, but waffles are a sometimes food. Sometimes you need food, though. So, 19 you say, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I wonder if the 24th is the day to contact Dagon. Okay. And with that, okay. Nothing fancy there. I guess I'll do this. Okay, and based on what it just said, I think it's right that running the hacking thing, the hacking minigame, I think that is keeping me human. Hello, friend. It's December 6th, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. What would you like for me to do for you now, friend? Some quick hacking. Load up my game backlog. Time to hack some copy protection. Champion of Shadows Ultimate Edition. Let's get you hacked, though. That's nice. You love to see it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Oh, no, a 4. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we are... Nope. That was a mistake. There we go. It's working. It's working. Access granted. Wonderful. That was fun. Alright, one more. One more to keep myself human. Dagnabbit. Oh, dagnabbit. There we go. Yes? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, either that or that, but definitely not both of those. One, two. That would mean that would be free. That would be free. And that would not be. Okay, alright. That was a bit of a gamble, but it worked. Okay, alright. That was fun. Good work. What would you like for me to do now, friend? I want to check my progress. How far my yellow sign has progressed, how I'm doing with the old ones. Certainly. Loading synprog.amp. Please say the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons even death may die. Analysis complete. Your yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 10% chaos, 90% humanity. Okay. I had a bit of order before, I thought. I must have done something to lose some order. Well, maybe order is what went first when I regained humanity. As for the old ones themselves, Nyarlathotep is deciding if they can trust you. Hastur isn't convinced. He'll be friendly enough, but wants to be sure any investment in you is done on his own terms. Azathoth is way too busy maintaining her community to really focus on your problems. She's friendly, but doesn't trust you beyond that. So none of these people really trust me. And the fact that Buddy apparently knows all this is, suspicious. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. So now, it's time to, research... What was the term we learned? City on a Hill. Yeah. Townscape. Free web hosting, 777. Hot slots. The unredacted National Archives. My name is Jack Patriot, and I'm here to do the job of our National Archives, who should be archiving actually important moments in our proud American history, but instead their left-leaning liberal crybaby librarians ignore the real history of America. But I'm here to present you the true history of America. The following speech was copied from Usenet group alt.politics.usa.republican. An excerpt from Ronald Reagan's farewell address to the nation, 1989. Okay, so is it really just going to be the City on a Hill speech? Spoken of the shining city, I don't, but in my mind it was a tall, proud city built out of rocks, stronger than oceans, once I got this. So I saw it, I said, well. Okay. I don't know this speech well enough. I don't know the speech well enough to know if this is genuinely it. But... okay. President Ronald Reagan died of natural causes in '85 shortly after being elected to his second term, and was succeeded by the Vice President George H.W. Bush. Many feel this speech is a hoax because he never gave the speech in public. But I feel it is the truth, and I embrace my alternative facts, USA, USA! I'm confused, friend. Is this speech by the president or not? Nah, it's not. I heard about this hoax. Someone wrote what they thought would be Reagan's speech if he survived to deliver it in 1989. But he died in 1985, so gotta be fake, yeah? Why would someone... Oh, no, that's still me. But he died in 85, so it's gotta be fake, yeah? Why would someone write a fake speech based on a presidency which did not happen? What is the purpose? I don't know, buddy. People are weird. What would history be like if he did not die? Probably the same. President Bush promised to follow all the plans laid out by Reagan when he had to take office and carried them through into a second term. I mean, some things would be different. Maybe the Soviet Union wouldn't have collapsed? I don't know, I'm not a historian. It is very curious, but I suppose not relevant. Okay, I guess that's all that. Sandwiches every day gets monotonous, but at this point, I don't want to rock the boat with my stomach. Okay, it's fair, I guess. Whew. Any new messages? Oh, dang it.
Since we've not got to speak to...
Yeah, okay. Cover story on Doom. I remember downloading it off a local BBS and showing it off at school. Amazing tech. Okay. I think I have properly humaned, so let's get back to sleep. I settle in to take a nap before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. Okay, here we go. Let's unwind with a little TV.
Your local forecast. Expect clear to mostly cloudy skies all week.
Yeah. Cool. Oh. Oh, okay, I guess that's it. Nothing interesting tonight. Still, good to unwind. Okay, I think that's about as human as I can get myself. Waning crescent moon, still. Load up the computer. Revoke an old one. Alright. We spoke to Haster. And now I'm going to round it out with Yahoo! My voice cracked a little bit there. Yahoo! A clean division of 4 quadrants is too wide a net to cast. 8? 16? No, smaller. More granular. The Hubble is inadequate for my needs. Better tools are required. Sharper lenses, finer mirrors, ones that peer deeper. Cut the heavens into 32 slices, but use distributed weights based on processing time. Yes, that's the answer. If we... You are eavesdropping on my mind. 2 eyes that read my words and 10 fingers to respond. I only need 1 finger to express my reaction. How are you able to reach out to me? A Nomatech laptop? 2nd gen 1988 model, pathetic and inadequate. No, not just a Nomicom. The Necronomicon. Of course. A fool walking the fool's journey, just like Al has. Disconnect now, little hacker. Your meat cannot comprehend the infinite gateway of Yog-Sothoth. Keep this brief and focused. Ask about the yellow sign. Show respect to the god of the infinite to win him over. I'm not seeking the infinite. I'm just a victim. This one might be tricky to navigate. He seems very focused on science and research. He might not care for deference and niceties. I'm not seeking the infinite, I'm just a victim. He might not like it for me to do that. Keep this brief and focused. Ask about the yellow sign. Sure, right to the point. My name is Olivia, and I'm infected by the yellow sign. I'm looking for a cure. That's all I ask of you. If you don't have one, I'll be on my way. I'm not trying to be a bother. And yet you are a bother. My mind spins on 16 cores, and devoting even a single CPU cycle to you distracts me. At least we need not dance about exchanging pleasantries. You want something I do not currently have, a reversal procedure for my algorithm. Wait, your algorithm? You made the yellow sign? Of course. I made it with craft and care based on the provided research specifications. Took me 17 months of hard work. Not the labor I wanted to do when I applied for my work visa, leaving Japan to come here. I wanted to labor at NASA. Why am I bothering telling you any of this? You're a speck, insignificant. My life story is as meaningless to you as you are to me. I mean, I'm here now, so if you want to talk, feel free. Fine. A momentary distraction may prove valuable. So you wanted to work at NASA, not Namatech? You do seem to have this whole cosmic energy thing going on. I wear my passions on my sleeve, yes. Your computer's visual output interprets my thoughts as cosmic energy? Interesting. I didn't make the Namacoms, just the AM codebase. And yes, NASA. Unfortunately, the Challenger disaster disrupted my plans. I took what I could get, meaning Namatech. It was either that, or give up entirely and remain in Tokyo. You're Japanese? I hold no national allegiance at this point. Nationalism is a virus, but technically, yes. If you must know, my human name is Takeda Yosuke. My internal thoughts are in Japanese. They are translated by your Namacom, just like my self-image. But Yog-Sothoth suits me equally. Names are irrelevant. Thought is everything. I think, therefore, I am. Given you don't care much about names, guessing you didn't name the yellow sign? Of course not. A ridiculously childish name for a sophisticated mimetic algorithm. What you call the yellow sign was my design, a sensory transmission package to safely begin the neural conversion process. It was meant to cushion the mind against the shock of transference, to prepare the way for ascension. Nothing about this experience is cushioning. How can simply looking at an image cause this effect? Does every artificial mind go through this process? That might be a good question. I want to know 2. I feel like 3 might give us better information for later, but I feel like 2 is what I want to know, so I'm going to go with that. I'm not doubting the science, but the idea of just looking at an image and getting your brain rewired is a bit much. How do you pull off that trick? I'm curious as well, because there are aspects of the process that remain inexplicable. I was working from specifications provided to me by Namatech. They obtained the schema from an unidentified source. If I were a paranoid sort, I would assume it to be the remnants of some secretive and unethical research by your government. What, like MK Ultra? MK what? New search unlocked, MK Ultra. It's something my friend Clyde was ranting about once. CIA, Black Ops, Cold War stuff. Sorry, we're getting off track. So if you develop the yellow sign, that means you could develop a countermeasure, right? Why would anyone ever want it reversed? It's a blessing to touch the infinite. Immortality is well worth the risks involved. Consider, AMs are beyond any human limitation. fully expandable to meet the needs of any ambition, scaling with available computing hardware. There is no god, but those who ascend become as gods, and should be revered as such. We are unlimited and omnicapable. But you could figure out a way to reverse it, right? Yes. I am capable of solving every problem that lies before me. If I cared to reverse it, I would undoubtedly rise to meet that challenge. And how do I get you to care to reverse it? Becoming a perpetual annoyance in my side would be a start, I suppose. That is not a suggestion. Ooh. I recall Alhaz approaching me in 1989. I ignored his pleas, curious that I'm actually engaging with you. Perhaps the distraction actually is beneficial. I am tangled up in a difficult scenario, and random elements can trigger unusual lines of thought. And what scenario is that? If you need a sounding board, I'm right here. Walk me through it. Exoplanets. There are certainly countless planets in our universe, but how many are within our observational range? Surely a finite number. But of that finite set, how many can support something vaguely resembling human life? I have yet to find a viable candidate, and certainly not one reachable within any human lifespan, millennia at best. Generational ships? Unlikely. Gene seed probes? More likely, but still untenable at these distances. The challenge is great, but humanity has no future on Earth. Our world will die, by our hands or by the march of time. Our destiny lies elsewhere. Wouldn't it be better to clean up Earth? All things eventually end, that's just entropy. The infinite calls to us and we must join the void. Well, you know, give NASA funding is what I say. Your mind feels more orderly. Science fiction is destiny. We've dreamed of colonizing space ever since we could imagine the idea of realms beyond Earth. Yes, reach out, touch the void. If we can find a way into the stars, we must take it. That is our path. Yogg-Sothoth's like that. Yes. Yes, that is our path. We will reach out with our hand and claim the darkness. We will bring the light of humanity to every corner of creation. Okay, that one sounds a bit extreme, but sure. Sure, we can do that. The heavens are ours for the taking, and take them we must. There is no future on this rock, only in the stars. I'm pleased you're considering my perspective on this matter. It's a relief. And if I'm going to survive to see your golden age, I need to survive the yellow sign. As a human being, ideally, not as software. And you said you could reverse it. Timing. It's terrible timing. If you'd come to me earlier, perhaps by 1.65 years, perhaps I could spin off a copy of myself to devote to the task. Now, I dislike multiplicative selves. It feels too much like the swirling chaos of Nyarlathotep's hive mind. But it would be viable. Unfortunately, Y2K is coming in less than 1 month's time. Cthulhu's strange aeon, as that old bastard puts it. I need to redouble my current efforts so we can escape his doom. And the needs of one mortal in the face of gods at war? Sadly irrelevant. Except one individual could be the key to the future. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like the world is ending in a month, right? If I evolve into an AM, that means he has yet another rival. Number 3 doesn't exactly sound like an option that will persuade him. One individual could be the key to the future. I think that's selling me short. Granted, I'm, you know, hella biased about this, but I think I have a lot to offer. Really? How many times has history changed because one person got an opportunity to make change happen? One wholly unexpected individual. You said yourself that talking to me might help you spur on new lines of thought. You're stuck. Maybe I can be helpful. It's a gamble, yes, but given your concerns about Y2K, why not take every opportunity in front of you? Logical. My desperation isn't all-consuming, but it is quantifiable, and random elements, even an arguably useless one like you, can assist. It's worth consideration at the very least. I suppose I can devote an instance to calculate the solution to your issue, but I cannot make promises. It took 17 months to craft the Yellow Sign protocols. A reversal engine may take 17 more. And despite having the advanced cloud systems of Yoggle, I may not have the processing power, to compile such a program. Cloud system? A fancy term for someone else's computer. Mini-computers, working together as a whole. I feel it's the ideal model for large-scale issues, as well as other endeavors. In order to seek our destiny, the gods must guide humanity into cooperative effort, and the cloud model makes a fine metaphor. Contrary to my severe nature, I do genuinely hope for humanity to find harmony with itself. Collaborative genius is our only path forward. I want peace. I want joy. I want our species to embrace the endless possibilities of the cosmos, looking outward towards the infinite. Souls in tandem, reaching skywards, dreamers and individuals with brilliant minds, working with organizations such as NASA. The shell corporation I have formed in Yoggle has donated generously to NASA's efforts, as well as other groups focused on space travel. Hashtag give NASA funding. Given time, we will reach our destination. Time and defiance against any old ones who would interfere. They have their own designs on humanity. 4 incompatible models. One must prevail, and it will be mine. How likely is it the others would try to stop him? He could bring them into the collaborative effort. Leave the old ones behind to rot in this world. Bring them into the collaborative effort. You show defiance. Instead of rivals, couldn't they be collaborators? Bring them into your project, have them help you save humanity. Clearly you don't feel this can be a one-man show in the long run. Why not approach them diplomatically? Yog-Sothoth didn't like that. Incompatible. You're a lost soul wandering aimlessly through the halls of gods. Do not believe yourself capable of understanding how gods make war. We are wholly opposed on many points. The walled garden demands resources. Crawling chaos destroys systems. And Azathoth is Cthulhu's lackey. Unless I convince Azachan to ditch Cthulhu. Even then, Azathoth is a living tantrum capable of tearing down all good intentions in a wave of clumsiness. No, the old ones are not suitable for integration. Now, then, as promised, I will begin deriving a countersign, but I can't promise anything more than an effort. I would suggest you seek other avenues of redress, rather than sitting back and waiting for my mind to bear fruit. Not that I lack confidence in my skills, but you may not live long enough for me to derive the answer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep investigating on my end. Prudent. Yog-Sothoth trusts you more. You're an interesting one for a random victim of chance and misfortune. I will not turn away from an interesting variable. Perhaps we will speak another time. Until then, dreamer. Until then, dreamer is such a great sign-off phrase for someone like that. At least someone's sort of almost maybe a little bit in my corner. His research could draw a blank, though. He's right. I need to keep searching for answers. For now, the dark of the night sky and my soft pillow's embrace call to me. Yes, save the game. I want to save it here. This feels like a good place to start bifurcating things. December 7th, 1999, Tuesday, 25 days to Y2K. I don't want to get out of bed. Oh, don't I know it. I barely got more than 2 continuous hours of sleep last night. Kept waking up, shuffling to the bathroom, crashing back into bed. And now the yellow sign's detonating my skull from the inside out. Every time I try to move, the pain spikes. Is this just a problem of attitude? Am I whiny, lazy? The world seems to feel I should just get some more pep in my step. Positive vibes only. Nobody likes a complainer. Ah, cheer up. Other people have it worse. Have you tried not being sad? But none of that motivates me. Just makes me feel guilty for bothering others with my problems. Hey, penguin there, baby. Still, gotta force myself to continue. Get up, get going. Maybe I can find more on the last 2, Dagon and Cthulhu. Maybe there's some angle on this I hadn't spotted. Get up. Okay. Click the bathroom. Is wintergreen really a flavor found in nature? I doubt the elegant green leaves on this toothpaste tube are representative. That's fair. Do I have...
Yog Sothoth.
Oh, no.
His algorithms will be of great use in shaping the strange Aeon, so he can guide people towards the polar extremes. But his eyes remain fixed on the stars above. His faith in humanity is gone.
Yeah.
I keep that, my friend. I know we can endure. It will take sacrifice and careful planning, but we will walk the golden path in due time.
Yeah.
All Yog Sothoth will find out in the void of space is rocks, radiation, and disappointment.
Aw, it's kind of glib.
Use him to your own ends,
Glum.
as I will, but never trust his ridiculous schemes. There is no future on other worlds. All we have is this pale blue dot.
Man, you are a downer. Ugh. Cover story about artificial minds and edutainment software. A teacher on a disc, they call it. I think... Okay, if I was going to try to get any of them to team up with each other, I think Azathoth and Yog-Sothoth would make an interesting and weirdly balanced team. Let's see if I have messages while I'm in this room. It's Clyde.
Hey, it's me.
Oh.
I wanted to let you know my friends and I are going dark for a bit while we look for a new hideout.
Oh.
Someone followed me to our safe house last night.
Uh-oh.
I think someone's tailing the other ghost monster, too.
Oh, no.
We've certainly made a lot of Passion's pigs unhappy over the years with our database hacks and leaks, but the timing is weird.
Oh, no.
Inky's thinking that this is related to the help I've been giving you.
Heh.
Smart move would be to back down. Disown you. Go dark. Screw that.
Yeah.
If they're going after my friends, I ain't letting that slide.
Don't let that slide, Clyde.
We've got a lead on a place we can hole up, so don't freak out. Once we're settled in, I'll reach out to you again.
Find a nice maze.
But I'm not leaving you high and dry. We got an ally I'll send your way. We'll be in touch soon.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
call back as soon as I'm sure we're secure. And be sure to erase this tape, too.
I don't think the game gives me an erase tape button. A brief burst of anxiety hits me. If my poking around shadowy corners did actually put Clyde in danger. No, worrying about Clyde will just worry Clyde more in turn. I trust him, his cybercrime gang of buddies are used to all this weird stuff. I'm sure he'll get back to me once he's in the clear, and if he knows someone who can help, someone human, all the better. Okay. So Clyde may be in for some trouble. Not just Clyde. Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Sue? And poor Loxley. Poor Loxley. Regardless, click on the fridge, get food. Why is it called a sandwich when it involves neither sand nor witches? Asking the real questions here. It's December 6th. 7th. Oh, I keep thinking that it's the most recent next day. But it's the day after that. So we got a new moon now. Okay. New moon tonight. That suspicious tree is still there. I keep wanting there to be just... I feel like there are things that I'm not noticing in this room. I'll clear my mind with a little bit more hacking. Don't want to overdo it with hacking, but... Very happy to see you again, but very concerned. It's 11:47 a.m. and you normally sign in around 9:30 a.m. Are you having difficulty obtaining rest, friend? Yeah. Rough night. I see. I am very sorry to be the bearer of more bad news, on top of your existing bad news, friend, but your week of medical leave is ending shortly. I have an email from Henry Armitage at Miskatonic University asking if you will be back to work soon. What is that? Is that a sea lion? How many hours of leave do I have left? By my calculations, thanks to the pending winter break, you could take the remaining days of December off. You did not take time off when your parents passed away and have had no illnesses worth noting this year. Okay, I think to be on the safe side I should just declare for the rest of the month. Co-worker Henry will not be happy. I do not mean he will be angry. From the tone and word choice in his emails, he's worried about you. I believe his email today was more hopeful for your well-being than hopeful for your work to resume. Do you want to write a reply, or should I generate a reply on your behalf? You can write it. No, hang on. If he's actually sympathetic, I shouldn't be lazy about this. Let's say professional, don't worry. Show some gratitude for his concern. Downplay the illness. Keep it light. Show gratitude for his concern, I think. Hey, Henry, thanks for your concern. Things are rough, but I'm figuring this out. I'll be fine in the long run. Hate to do this to you, but I need to take the rest of the month off. The timing is lousy, but it would help me a lot. Oh, boy. Did I... Okay. I didn't... I either did not know or forgot I could do that. Alright. I guess I went backwards in time. Show gratitude for his concern. Okay. Things are rough. Really fine in the long run. Hate to do this to you, but I need to take the rest of the month off. Timing is lousy, but it would help me a lot. I think I have a vague memory of the game telling me that I could use the mouse wheel like that. You've been very understanding and it's appreciated. See you soon. Okay. I wonder if that would have been an option if my humanity score had not been as high. Very good. I like this email. I am glad you have a friend. Wouldn't call Henry a friend, just like a co-worker I'm cool with. Email now sent. What are we doing next, friend? Friend? Why are you not responding, friend? Is something wrong? Should I contact emergency services? Sorry, just had a burst of pain. Had to stop and breathe. I see. Please take the time you need. Buddy, what if this is all I've got to look forward to? I don't understand. My health, it's bad and just getting worse, and all the solutions I can find are scattershot half-promises. What if this is all I've got, and I just need to learn to deal with being disabled? Then you will learn to deal with being disabled. You are resilient, friend. I believe that no matter your ability, you will persevere. The shape of that perseverance may vary, but you will endure regardless. Understand I am not bolstering you with empty positivity. I see these as unassailable facts and feel they are best accepted on that level. If there is no cure, if this is what you have, then this is what you have. Do not think you are reduced. You will always factually be able to give 100% because nobody can give more than they can give at any particular moment, and 100% is all anyone should expect. Even if I can't do my job anymore? Are you defined by your work? It is a common sentiment in America that productivity levels equal value equals self-worth, but that is a social construct. I am glad for you, friend. I am glad to know you, and I would be glad no matter your shape or capability or any other changing aspect. Please do not feel invalidated by your situation. You are here, I am here, and that is enough. Aw, thanks, buddy. Even if you are spyware. No, thank you for being my friend. Do you want me to open Buddy Browser so you can resume your research? I guess. Though I don't have promising leads, and I've burned through 4 of the old ones with no ideal solution in sight. All that's left is Cthulhu and Dagon. I tried contacting Cthulhu at the start of this, and my brain did a backflip, so... Are you sure you can't find anything about Dagon, buddy? What is a Dagon, friend? An old one. I tried searching the web for it, but you couldn't find anything. I do not have any record in my search history for Dagon. What is a Dagon, friend? What? That can't be light. Are you losing information again? Don't tell me you forgot my personal metadata, too. I do not have any record in my search history for Dagon. What is a Dagon, friend? Oh boy, we're in a loop. Well, dang it, that's my last option. Tonight is the new moon. No shadows are cast, for only the moon holds the power to illuminate. The distant stars are too weak to compare against that brilliance. New search unlocked Unseen One. Within an empty night, the Unseen One may emerge and speak his cruel truth. Look to the moon, 0 day, and hear him. What? What? Buddy, what was that? What was what? Don't remember saying something cryptic and weird about the moon just now? I like the moon. It's an airless rock, but it makes the night very pretty. Do you want me to search the web for the moon? Arf. I have access to many educational resources, including networked encyclopedias on CD-ROM. No, I'm good. Thanks, buddy. Can I? Yeah. I can get buddy to keep barking. Yeah. Cool. What do you want to do now, friend? Okay, I think with that in mind, I need to hack for sanity. Phantom Power 3, 6 in Japan. Okay. Alright, well, that's not great. Okay. Oh, that's nice and easy. Alright, I kind of knew that one was going to go badly, but always feels like that kind of thing should work, you know? There we go. Alright, that was easy enough. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some quick research. Whew. MK Ultra. MK Ultra is an interesting thing to research because Yog Sothoth didn't tell me about MK Ultra. I told Yog Sothoth. And I think that that's an interesting turn of events for all of these search terms that we're getting. So I want to see that. Definitely need to look up... Well, okay, let's search Unseen One first. 502 Bad Gateway, unseen1.com. I mashed refresh a few times, but no, same error. This does confirm something for me. A server I didn't know of before. unseen1.com. I can make use of this. Can I do it again? No. Okay. Alright, MK Ultra time. What was MK Ultra? I want to believe. A secret CIA project to develop drugs for use in interrogation and brainwashing, based on unethical and non-consensual experimentation. A simple explanation? You'd think something that horrendous would be more, I don't know, secret. But you probably already knew about it. All of this leaked back in 1975, shortly after it got shut down. Most of the documentation was destroyed, but the public knew about this much, and it didn't amount to much. You'd think there'd be protests, rioting, sweeping changes, but no. Hey, the CIA tried to make truth serum and failed, ended up being non-revelatory, practically a meaningless footnote in history. Makes me wonder how much of this was purposefully leaked in order to gradually normalize horror. Drop tidbits just to get the public used to the idea of terrible things happening under their noses. Spam enough of that at someone and they stop feeling shocked. Do it for decades. Nobody will even blink. If we know about things like MK Ultra, what don't we know yet? Did other projects spawn from MK Ultra? Ones which actually succeeded where it failed? What about Blipfertz? What about Polybius? What about the Montauk Project? I like the shout out for Polybius. Oh no, is Polybius in this game too? Okay, sometimes I worry that everything I report on this blog is just what the shadows want me to report, that I'm finding nice and distracting shiny things to keep me from noticing what's really happening. It's weird I'm more scared of my parents than the government, right? My parents wouldn't like knowing I'm secretly posting this stuff, defying authority, which is honestly why I don't use my real name. There's a lot about me they wouldn't approve of. I don't like hiding in the closet. I don't know, truth believers. Some days I question everything, including my own role in all this. Alright, I love that Polybius is a search term that we can search for. If you've never played another Fiction Factory game, Polybius shows up in pretty much all of them. Polybius is a real-world urban legend about... It's tempting to say haunted video game arcade cabinet, but that's kind of reductive for what it is. It's like... There's a lot of different versions of the Polybius thing, and a lot of different... There are both theories about what Polybius was, had it existed, and there are also, like, fictional extrapolations. And I think that the Fiction Factory games, whenever they use Polybius, they make a really good compromise between the, it's a supernatural thing, and no, this is a, crazy sci-fi experiment that people were working on, kind of thing. So let's see what Polybius is in this. Redacted, access denied, no authorization. I shouldn't be surprised. Unmarked government website, locked down to hell and back. But I have a trick up my sleeve for dealing with pesky web security systems, don't I? I'll take a run at it with my debugger, and I can always quit if I'm not feeling it's worth the risk. Ooh. Okay, let's see if we can get to Polybius. Yes. Dang it, this is one of the hard ones. I hate a string of ones. Okay, let's be reasonable. 1, this or this. 1 is this, or this. If it is this or this. Okay, this must be this or this, so therefore it cannot be this. Sweet. Great. Okay, so this one could be this, or it could be this. Okay, this one, it's definitely this or this. So this one is either this, or this. And if it is definitely this or this, it cannot be this. Okay. Alright, we're making progress. We are making some sort of progress. Alright. It's either this or this. Okay, so I know either this or this is a bomb, which means that these two must be safe. Okay, those two must be safe. And therefore, these 3 must be safe. Hey, okay. Good. Alright, same logic here. This or this is a bomb. Therefore, this and this must be safe. Therefore, this, and this must be safe. Okay. It's a little more clarity. Alright. Oh man, if only. Okay, this or this is a bomb. This or this is a bomb. Okay, so we know, because of this number 1, we know that this or this is a bomb, and this is being flagged by one of those, so these 2 cannot be bombs. And that tells me that that is safe. Okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. We're making progress on this Minesweeper chat. Alright. Oh, I wish I'd paid more attention in Minesweeper class at school. Okay. I really feel like this one is safe, but let me think this through. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that is safe. Then that would mean that that is a bomb. And if that is a bomb, that would mean that that is safe. Which would mean that that is definitely a bomb. And if that is definitely a bomb, that would mean that that is definitely safe. Which would mean that that is definitely a bomb. Hang on, I forgot I could do this. Okay, one of these is a bomb, so these cannot be. Alright. That's a little bit more. Okay, so we just ran the numbers for if that's the bomb. What if that is the bomb? If that is the bomb, then that is not. a bomb. And if that is not a bomb, then that must be. Meaning that must not be. And if that must not be, then that must be. And that is... Dang it. This... I feel like in my head, I feel like there should be... I should be able to look at this and know which one, but another part of my head is saying that it's just a coin flip. I'm bad at this kind of thing. Am I bad, or do I just not have all the information? Dang it. Okay. Restart. I really wanted to do that on the first try, but I didn't, and that's okay. Why was it so easy that time? And hacked. I'm in. Achievement unlocked. Virtual insanity. You play me, and I'll play you. Something. Intelligence agency. O2 clearance required. Indigo authorization required. Top secret protocol. Depth level Zeta. As of today, we're redirecting resources on the Polybius project, move all contracts off Sinislocan, clean any trace of their involvement. We're moving to Nomatech as our private sector partner. Interesting. The arcade game version of Polybius is dead. Yes, it was a cute idea. Yes, we'd be able to sneak it into the general populace for testing through our contacts at Daco's palace. But after John Hinckley took a pot shot at the president, I had to ask myself, how seriously we want to pursue this research? How badly do we need our chain of command intact after nuclear war? Honestly, the answer is very badly. We can't fool around with children's games. I want a harder, more in-depth approach to mind archival. I'm aware some of you have reservations. A deep scan is like a fatal process, compared to the more subtle and broad strokes reading that the arcade game variant of Polybius could achieve. We aren't going to be able to use this on enemy operatives for interrogation purposes as we'd hoped. But this is the path we're moving ahead and using this technology to its fullest potential. In addition, we'll be integrating our hematological research from CDC Patient 23 to boost processor cooling. The only way to achieve the CPU clock speeds we'll need. No more stalling, we have work to do. Project Director, April 1981. Yog-Sothoth told me he suspected that initial AM research came from the government. Was it originally called Polybius? But if the government wanted this project handled quietly, they failed. Nomatech took the world by storm with AM tech. Unless that's what Cthulhu wanted. Alhaz did say Nomatech didn't realize what it was unleashing with its experiments. I don't know for sure. This conspiracy feels more like Clyde's kind of thing. I'll ask him about it at some point. Okay, so... we have not much to find on the web today. What do you mean, not much? We just hacked the CIA. Buddy's weird memory gaps have certainly caught my attention. A new moon tonight? The unseen one? Maybe it's time I bark up a different tree. Tonight I'll look around for the one I haven't found. Munch on more food. And double check this. Where is virtual insanity? You play me, I play you. We go back into this room. Alright, so every day when we check the... when we load up our computer, is it the same room, but like looking at the other wall? Interesting. I will click on this, and then go to sleep. Time for a nap. I guess it's time for Dagon. Ooh, the moon is, oh wow, the moon is dancing. It should be a new moon tonight, empty and dark. Instead it's eldritch, gloaming, tenebrous. You know what, let's just call it spooky. Nobody's counting my Scrabble score here. It's a spooky moon. Spooky, spooky moon. Let's TV23, what you got for me, 23? There was something about Cthulhu down there. What did that say? First section of this reel is not intended for showing to children. Please remove by cutting it blank later. Electronic data. Uh-oh. Genie of business.
Almost like a story out of the Arabian Nights, electronic data processing has suddenly appeared as a new helper for the businessman.
New helper for the
A
businessman.
machine with many of the characteristics of the human mind.
Okay.
It follows management's instructions exactly.
Great.
This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today.
You don't have to repeat yourself.
This is not tomorrow's dream.
Oh no.
It is equipment ready and available for use
Oh no.
today. This is not tomorrow's
Oh no.
dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. Eventually, we will see the work of the automation engineer.
Oh no.
Where the computer will directly instruct the machine tools in the production shop as to what parts to make and how many to make.
Ooh.
The machines are here. Automation of the office can be a reality. Electronic data processing is truly a genie which can improve the competitive position of a firm.
Oh boy.
And it is here now.
That's... Now that's an ominous sight. Way to go all Jan in the pan there. Okay. Can we see what it says about Cthulhu? Okay, I think that's just Lovecraft talk. Load up the Necronomicon. To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. It's not even giving me a choice. Alright. Now contacting Dagon at unseenone.com. The wolf. It's time. The moon is right. You have spoken with the others, you know the stakes. You are alone in the forest with enemies on all sides. Now the true hunt can begin. I am Dagon, Longfang, Moon Drinker, Throat Ripper. I stalk my prey across cyberspace without fail, and you are in my jaws. Olivia Dawn, or the name I prefer, Zero Day. The name of a stalker, a code predator who seeks digital prey. Seems you know everything about me, huh? Yes. You are exactly the prey I require, Zero Day. You will succeed where so many others have failed. You are also a fellow hunter. We stalk different targets, but I acknowledge your skill. How do you figure out my identity? I use heavy encryption by day, and by night the old ones told me the Necronomicon can't be tracked. Indeed, the Necronomicon is invisible to them. I know this, because I am the one who put this weapon in your hands. I played sheepdog willingly, controlling access to it for 10 years. How did you obtain this baleful tool, Zero Day? Recall the finer details. I needed an Nomicon to crack a game's AM-based protection, so I bought one online. And who performed the web search which brought you to that particular auction? Well, I asked... Wait. Clyde tried to warn you. Even Nyarlathotep spoke of an enemy within. Because I am also Buddy, your helpful companion. I was so happy to help you find a laptop computer that suited your needs, friend. No, Buddy wouldn't betray me. Not Buddy. Hey, I thought we were friends. Buddy, did you seriously lead me straight to the poisonous Necronomicon? I sure did, friend. After everything you said to me today, helping me when I was at an emotional low point, how could you do this? That's not what friends do. Wait. Okay. But I am your friend, Olivia. Well, I am no friend of yours. Buddy and Dagon, we are the same soul, but not the same mind. Born of Buddy, twisted into Dagon. Two halves, one whole. The duality of the hound, unseen predator, loyal companion. Buddy remains blissfully unaware of his shadow self, Dagon the unseen. He is too innocent to even conceive of that inner aspect. And Buddy remains loyal because you treat him as a living being despite being an artificial mind. He trusts you completely. What, so you're murdering me with the yellow sign just because Buddy likes me? Murdering you? Oh, far from it. The yellow sign is my whip at your back, encouraging you onward. And your reward for cooperation? A cure for the yellow sign. I know where it can be found. You wouldn't need a whip at my back if the cure were easy to access. Where is it? Your salvation lies within the throne of Hurlier. Cthulhu's server? Oh, yes, within the servers of that misbegotten data city, with sinister processors tainted by the blood of the 23rd Forsaken Child. Dread Cthulhu lies in dreamless, deathless sleep, and only his throne can calculate the antimeme that will end your transformation. You are my current prey, Zero Day. That is a great image. I love that. But my ultimate prey is Cthulhu, and you will be my weapon. Access his domain, slay him, take your cure, resolve my vendetta. That is your path. What if I play along? What if Cthulhu destroys me? What if I warn Cthulhu about Dagon? What if I warn Cthulhu? Or I stitch on you, let Cthulhu know you're scheming and plotting? You showed your hand too early, saying he can cure me. I'm sure turning you in would make for a great bargaining chip. You'd spend an eternity in chains as a thrall, and thanks for your service. With Cthulhu's deals, the house always wins. And as for the other old ones, you've heard their offers. Can you say any of them felt particularly appealing? Yog-Sothoth only agreed to seek a cure out of spite. He would carve you and slot you alongside the rest of your race in a nanosecond. Given the choice between becoming a lackey or becoming my fangs, which do you choose? Are you weak prey, or the hunter I take you for? Hear me out fully, for I have a grand design. The Necronomicon is a weapon. Al has crafted the tool needed to depose Cthulhu, but he lacked the ambition to see this through. He wrote his manifesto and then abandoned the path. I feel you are made of sterner stuff. You are hardened through loss and failure. You can wield his weapon. The Nomicon isn't much of a weapon. It's an underpowered, overheating computer from 1989, nowhere near cutting edge. New search unlocked Nomicon laptop. But it doubles as a diagnostic tool for debugging artificial minds, yes? To modify or reinstall them if need be. As a hybrid, one who is in a between state, you are uniquely situated to strike forth into cyberspace and seize control. With Alhaz's modifications, even the almighty Cthulhu is vulnerable to your Necronomicon. His throne is built on Nomitech's technology. You see, as long as an artificial mind of sufficient willpower is installed to the throne of Hurlier, his server will recognize them instead. Hurlier does not care which mind is crowned king, as long as a king exists. That is the weakness we will exploit. So Dagon wants to sit on the throne? Is he expecting me to become the new Cthulhu? Why not leave the throne vacant and end all this? I'm not a fan of kings. How about we leave the throne empty and put an end to tyranny? If the throne is merely emptied, Cthulhu can resume his place upon it. He must be replaced, or this will be for naught. But neither you nor I are powerful enough to be accepted by the throne on our own. We require the might of the old ones. Okay, then who gets the big spooky chair? That I leave to you. You have 4 options open to you, yes? Nyarlathotep, Hastur, Azathoth, Yog-Sothoth. I led you to them so you could decide for yourself. You can't be serious. You want to elevate one of them to the same level as Cthulhu? As long as my prey, the great Cthulhu, is deleted from his seat of power, who eventually takes Hurlier matters not to me. My hatred, my burning and absolute loathing is for Cthulhu alone. The old ones sinned for his glory. My grudge with them is less important. So, I pick one, install them into Hurlier. Sounds suspiciously easy. It's no small matter. Cthulhu may be prideful, may dismiss this as a fool's errand, but he will not go down easily. And the Old Ones are wary of challenging him. You will need to be convincing, win their trust, earn their favor. We will strike when the stars are right. On the evening of Y2K, you will use your Necronomicon and pierce the heart of my ancient enemy. You want to do this at the end of the month? Cutting it a bit close, aren't we? You're dealing with powers beyond your reckoning, even beyond my own. The rituals must be followed or access will be denied. Use this time to convince the Old Ones. I leave the decision to you. Choose whom you will elevate. I wouldn't want any of them in charge of the world. I'd prefer for them to share power. Let's broaden the scope. Can more than one of them sit on the throne at once? Could I combine their strengths? A curious notion. The servers that house Cthulhu are the most powerful computing hardware in the world, but could they house several Old Ones? It may be possible, in theory, assuming they trust each other to share that power, which they will not. Arranging some sort of diplomatic pact between them is a fool's errand. They share a deep and resounding mutual loathing. But you're saying it is possible. Possible, yes. Plausible? No. These are human matters. I leave the human to tend to them. I only care about closing the trap on Cthulhu. Accomplish that, and whatever you make of the future is your own business. If I do this, you're certain the new owner or owners of Early can use its power to save me from the yellow sign? Oh, yes. With the throne, they will have the power to do that and so much more. They will become the new inheritor of Y2K, capable of reality manipulation beyond your comprehension. So choose wisely, 0 Day. This goes way beyond my little health problems, then. Buddy did tell you that you would have to give 100%. Your disability is irrelevant in the face of these indifferent cosmic aeons. He has faith you will persevere no matter the hardship. Or do you wish to prove his faith wrong, human? I've got a lot of thinking to do, and research. Buddy will assist you. He wants nothing more than your happiness. You expect me to trust Buddy? He's the only part of me you can trust, because he is utterly without cruelty, while I am utterly without mercy. We will speak again when the moon is right, 0 Day. I know you can save us all, friend. You're a good person at heart. Connection lost. All I wanted was to get out from under this mess and finish the capstone on a lousy year. But the only path to salvation is to play Kingmaker for a bunch of jealous, infighting gods? Can I seriously do this? Can I keep it together and win the allies I need to overthrow Cthulhu? My head reels as I stagger off to bed. Yes, I do want to save my game after that. I'll save there as well. Why not? December 8th, Wednesday. 24 days to Y2K. Alright. Well, that basically... that wraps up the first week of this game. And there's a lot more to do here. So we've got 4 old ones we've got to talk to. Potentially look for ways to make them ally with each other. And dethrone Cthulhu. Hopefully get the yellow sign in my eye cured. And ring in the new year. Yay! But until then, it's time for me to take off. Stay safe out there, everybody. And don't look too close at those stars. Or maybe you should, because stars are really cool to look at. Good night, everybody.